Okay, so if you wonder how my colors are like this, you just click up here, change it from studio to matcap, and then you choose whatever you want here, like this, maybe orange, but I like this because it's a little easier to see them. Okay, you maybe see these squares here. One of these squares is 1 meter, and a person is usually under 2 meters, so I try to keep my character under 2 of these squares. Okay, so now I start by moving up the cube, scaling it up a little, because now we're going to do the torso. So, you can always scale it differently later, so if I think it's bad proportions, I can always scale it later. So, now that I have my torso, I'm going in edit mode with tab, face select, and then I'm gonna select the upper place, and then I inset it with I, and then I S and Y to make it a little more square. And now I'm gonna go ahead and move it up a little, and then extrude it up, extrude it a little more, scale it up, and then extrude a little more, extrude, scale, and we're done with the head. Now, I'm gonna make the arm, so I do a loop cut, make it kind of squarish, do save face select, extrude a little, scale it in, and then I extrude a little more for the length of the arm. We're now gonna do the hand, so we scale it in, and then we do S and Z to make it a little more rectangle, and then we extrude it out for the hand, do a loop cut for the thumb, extrude it out, make the hand a little bigger maybe, the thumb a little shorter. Okay, now that I have that, I'm gonna make a loop cut here and bevel it to make it deform a little better when it's rig. And now we're gonna do a loop cut here in the middle to make it so we can make the legs. Then we go ahead and extrude it out a little, scale it in. Boom. Then we extrude it down. I will scale it in a little more. And then we extrude it down for however long we want the leg to be. Scale it in. Extrude it out for the foot. Now if you want the face to snap to the grid, you can press up here and then turn on absolute grid snap. That will make it snaps when you hold down control. Like this. Now we extrude it out a little for like the foot and make it as long as we want the foot to be, and then we just take line select, and then we select the top line and just move it down a little, and then we do a loop cut and bevel it to make it deform better when it's rigged, and we just select that line and move it out for the heel. Okay, so now I'm gonna go face select and then turn on X-ray mode up there, and then we select all of the faces here on the left side of the body. So then we just go ahead and delete them, just like this. So we only have half of the guy. Okay, and now I can turn off X-ray, and then I click on the wrench, and then we add a modifier, search, and then we search for mirror. So add a mirror modifier, and then nothing will probably happen. So make sure you set the right axis here, and if it still does wrong, just set the object to something at the center, like the head. And now your character is finished. So, it was that simple. Now you can also change stuff, like if you want the head and make it maybe a little higher. It's like it's a little low. Now, you can do that. So, yeah. Okay, I forgot to say that here, but you can also add a loop cut and bevel it on its knee to make it deform a little better. This is gonna make a difference if you try to pose him later.